Hey guys, what is going on? The Zip of RageQuitTV gonna be casting another replay of Stephano. He is spawning as the Blue Zerg, and he is playing against OMGDTDrop. I have no clue whose Smurf this is, but I'm assuming it is a Smurf with this name. It is Master. Stephano is Grandmaster. That doesn't mean these two players are different in skill level, but then again, it is Stephano, so they probably are different in skill level. I'm assuming Stephano is much better than DTDrop because Stephano is the winner of IPL very recently, and he is just a 6'6" Zerg player, but many players do say he's kind of gimmicky. He has this unique style that most people have not adjusted to. I did see 3 replays in this pack between him and DTDrop, and DTDrop starting the game right away saying, "Big fan, yo, good luck, have fun." And it looks like he is going to be opening up with a Forge Fast Expand on Antiga Shipyard, which means Stephano will be very happy because he loves to go for early 3rd base and then get his lair. He does not like going like 2 base lair. He loves 3 base lair, get a lot of upgrades very fast for Lings and do so much damage with Lings, and that's what we will be seeing. I can only assume unless he tries to trick it up, but he doesn't do that very often. He is just a very solid player. After those Lings, he transitions into Roach Hydra Corruptor. It's kind of like that old school mix, but he has such a solid macro, he can make that work with just so many units, and he gets very few Hydras until the Roaches have dealt with the Colossus, and I have no clue how he does it, honestly, because I thought that play kind of phased out once Protoss got even better with Force Fields, and those Roaches were pretty much worthless, and it's also got phased in for more like Mutalisk play. You have a lot of Baneling drops. There's just a lot of other Protoss Zerg strategies to deal against like Deathball type people. But with a name like OMGDTTDrop, I think we know what he's going to do. He's going to get a Warp Prism and a Dark Shot and DTDrop. How can you not DTDrop with a name like this? But then again, how can you? Because a player would see it coming. If I played against OMGDTTDrop and I got DT dropped, I would be pretty mad because I'd be like, why did you DT drop? That's like the equivalent of scouting the Dark Shine, get built, and them not canceling and just going for it anyways. Stephano is taking a base at 3 minutes and 15 seconds, and this is the 3rd base at 3 minutes. He does not have a pull up. He sees the Forge Fast Expand. He's like, you know what? 3 hatches before pool. And you know what DTDrop's going to do? 3 Nexus before Gateway. Oh my god. Both players are playing very macro heavy right now. 3rd Nexus does go up. That is a very hidden Nexus. Will Stephano see this? His Overlord is moving around. He's like, okay, where is your Gateway? He may be sensing something fishy. The Gateway just now about to be built. Of course, this is a... oh no, there's a Photon Cannon coming out. So his Gateway is really late. Of course, he could have built it back here, and Stephano may have missed that. But I think he's counting pylons and noticing something doesn't add up right now. So we'll see if he goes and scouts around. Because why would a Protoss player have more than 2 pylons at 4 minutes in the game if they went for a Forge Fast Expand? That doesn't add up. So Stephano has to be thinking something is up because that's a really late Gateway. This cannon is going to damage the Overlord, but the Overlord will not die. We'll see if Stephano actually picked up on that subtle little thing of the late Gateway. He is getting 2 Lings out right now, does not have any gas. We'll see when he ends up getting gas. These Lings are going to move out, and we'll see if they go scout around or just deal with this probe and then sit back at home. They're going to be chasing that 1 probe. The Gateway is about halfway done. This Overlord, wow, it almost went down actually at 51 HP, and it has regen some of that. This 1 gas is up for DTDrop, but he doesn't have any probes mining it just yet. 2nd gas is finishing, and there we go. Probes put off to get in the gases. Is he going to go in this gas? It looks like... go in. Maybe not right away. Stephano does put all his hatches on 1 hotkey, as queens on another. 3 queens, 3 hatches, 3 and 4. Very, very easy to do. And maybe he does the backspace method to go between the queens. I don't know exactly how he plays. That would be a great question to ask him. How do you inject your lover? Do you use backspace, or do you click around the map? I could almost bet he'd do backspace. 11 drones just built for Stephano. He is droning up so hard right now. He's at 41 drones, 239 probes. So it looks like, oh my god, DTDrop is probing up just as hard as Stephano is droning. Does have 3 Nexus. That is 3 Chrono Boost so ridiculously early. And he may do like a 9-gate all in. I have no idea. He has these 2 gases. There he goes, putting some probes on those gases. And Stephano staying very low on queen energy. His injecting is very, very nice. Evo chamber is being built so we can start getting those upgrades. And only on 3 gases right now. Probe's going to be transferred over to this one natural of DT drop. And he is getting a forge and a gateway. And it doesn't look like this is the new patch as 175, 175. So, upgrades still pretty expensive. I don't know if it changed level 1 upgrades, but I actually know the date this game was played. It was quite a while ago as Stephano put out the pack about last week, I think it was. So, of course, this will not be the new patch. The probe's going to go on this gas, and now we're getting another gas. He's going to have a lot more than Stephano could ever imagine because Stephano did not pick up on that late gateway. So, he's not going out to scout around the map. Does have 1 link at the watchtower. We'll see if Stephano can hold off a mysteriously strong Protoss push. 62, 63 probes to 63 drones. Oh my god, DT drop is staying even in workers and bases against Stephano. And this map, on Antiga Shipyard, it is ridiculously hard for a Zerg player to take 3 bases. Because is he going to take this base? Well, no. There's going to be Colossus and Stalker on this. That gold base, Zergs can't take. Especially because it's on the way for the Protoss to be attacking the Zerg. It's like, okay, I'm going to attack your base. Oh, well, I'm right here. If you try to counterattack me, I can deal with it. I'm in the middle of the map, and there's not much area for you to go around me. Just look at that. You can see it on the screen pretty much. So, Stephano can't take this base, which means he has to take one of these far off bases, and that can be good, but then again, it's so far away, you gotta run a long distance to get to it. And while DT drop, well, it's kind of walled in. Protoss have the things where they can use their walls to really help. If you see something coming in, he can just whoop in a few zealots. Lings can't run in. He has this one cannon, can get sentries, whoop in a few sentries. Roaches can't get in. So it's very nice for DT drop the way he's taking this ninja 3rd base. He's just got to be very active. Of course, he won't get any walls in because he doesn't have map control right now. But if he has this middle of the map, he can easily guard this one base. Unless it's against like mutas. And mutas could become an issue, but then you can just blink around. Blink is very good for going and protecting bases against mutas. And there we go. Another base is being taken. And I'm kind of surprised it's right here, not up here, so we can do another little wall. But he just hopes he's not going to get scouted. And Stephano, he is taking this gold base, so hopefully Stephano will prove me wrong. I have not seen many Zerg players successfully defend that gold base. And War Prism is being built. We have Blink. We have +2 weapons just about finished. +2 armor is also finishing. He has a Twilight Council, but that is for Blink. It's not DT's yet. And let's see what Stephano's upgrades are. 1-0 versus the upgraded Protoss 1-1, soon to be 2-2. Stephano does have 2 missile attacks and 1 melee on the way, and 2 Spires. So maybe... Wait, was that Stephano last time? I think I casted a game with Stephano when he got 2 Spires, and I thought he canceled one. Where are they being built at? War Prism is going to be coming in. And gets fended off. I can swear that says 2 Spires. I cannot for the life of me ever find. There it is, at the natural. So maybe he does get 2 Spires. 13 drones being built right now. It's 91 probes versus 68 drones. But the Protoss only has 136 supply. He's not stacking minerals, so Stephano has to do something now, or it's just going to get out of control. A Protoss player is going to have so much macro, and there we go. This one base does get scouted. All those cannons do go down. A lot of money up. But we have, oh my god, DT drop just going to be getting cannons up here. Has a few sentries to wall this off. And now, oh my god, DT drop is going to be moving out. He does not have that large of an army. Only 47 supply. What the heck has this guy been doing? I guess he's only building probes and pylons. Taking day 9 a little bit too literal, I would say. He has a balling economy, but no army whatsoever. You can see his army supply is at 69 now, while his worker supply is at 90. That is not optimal. Those Roaches are going to take out that base. They're going to ignore this base right now, and Stephano going to be picking off this one Warp Prism. And DT drop now nearing his max supply. He is going to have a lot of money as he did cancel all of those cannons that he was building. So he does have a lot, and he still has this one third base he can take, the natural third base he would be taking. So he's just going to use that for his fourth base and keep this one base defended. Again, he has sentries and cannons, so it's going to be very hard to attack into this base, as Stephano did find out, but I think he's going to be going for it. He does have burrow. I think he has tunneling claws, so he now can engage that. No, he does not have tunneling claws just yet, so he is just going to hope the sentries like mess up their force fields. Another one is being morphed. There goes one force field, and it looks like DTDrop can keep that force field off while he's going to be going in to attack right now at the gold base. These rocks have been taken out by Stephano most likely. Corruptors and Infestors are out by Stephano, and it's looking very good for Stephano actually. I think the Protoss may have overbuilt workers. Still at 91 workers, so his army supply can only be 109 at max. And that's a relatively small Protoss army considering everything costs so much food to begin with. And those Corruptors are going to try to deal with this Colossus. Fallen Growth goes off. Those Stalkers in a very nice position, though. And Sentries, what are you doing, Sentries? They're going in to attack drones. That is not what they should be doing. They should stay with the army so they can force field, keep those Roaches away. There we go. Some force fields going off. Roaches do make their way up. Colossus are falling. Only one Colossus is left, but it looks like a Protoss player does have enough. He has a head-in supply at 168 versus the 148, but you gotta keep in mind the worker difference actually is not much anymore. No, it is. Still 92 probes. The army supply is not much. But Stephano, maxed out, is always going to have the larger army. Now he has Broodlords and Infestors. He is not going that Roach Corruptor Hydra mix. He went straight for Broodlords and Infestors, and he works this force so well. But their Stalker's just going to blink. The Colossus has to take the steps up. That Hive may get sniped. Stephano way out of position to deal with that. And yes, this Hive is going to be falling. It should go down. Colossus is first to fall back, and there we go. Stalkers are going to blink back. No Infestors to root them in place. And now this gold base could also go down, but he has so many spine cores to defend this. It will buy him some time for these Roaches to get here. And now the Stalkers do blink underneath those Broodlords. Keep in mind the Stalkers are at 2-2, almost at 3-2. Roaches at 2-0. The air upgrades, let's see what they are at. 0-0, so I don't know why he got 2 Spires if he's not getting the upgrades. But a Protoss player does fall back. He's at 3k minerals, but does not have much gas. He needs to get these gases at this base. There he goes, now getting the gases. And I don't see 2 Spires anymore. So maybe he just does that while the Spires are building and always cancels 1. And that's just to prevent the Spire from getting sniped because he has so long of a build time to get that Spire. If he gets sniped like halfway through, you could be screwed. So maybe he just gets 2. And then it's going to complete, he cancels it. I can't find that second Spire ever. So I think this time I caught him canceling it. We do have a few Roaches just going to go check out this and try to stop this base from going up. And it looks like he may do it unless we have a whoop-in to defend. That's still a few Roaches to deal with. One Broodlord does go down. And we do have this one gold base just being harassed to death. But Stephano has taken 2 bases over here on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. And again, that Hive did get sniped. If the Greater Spire goes down, it will be a long time before he can get Broodlords again. I don't think he's rebuilding any of his layers. No, he is not rebuilding a lair at all. And Broodlords are in a dangerous position, but there are Infestors there to fungal growth, so the Stalkers cannot blink. But the Protoss player is near max and just staying at max because he has such a ballin' economy. Roaches, Stalkers do blink up next to those Roaches. Those Infestors do get picked off. Another Colossus is coming in. It looks like Stephano may not be able to hold here, but he has 17 Roaches and 1 Broodlord on the way with air weapons and armor for his ground forces going in. But that's still a lot of Colossus. The Stalkers still high in numbers, and he is whooping in more Stalkers somewhere, I assume. Those Colossus live. There are actually 2 Corruptors left. They take out one of those Colossus, but still, this is a very scary army of OMGDTDrop. He's whooping in some Stalkers sitting at 4k minerals, 700 gas. So maybe he was not whooping in during that battle. But Stephano in a lot of trouble as these 2 bases could be falling. And all the drones do get pulled off. The Stalkers blink to kind of try to block them. The drones immediately burrow, but there is an observer here with the army. The Colossus caught a little bit out of position. Those Roaches pick off 1, almost get the second. No, they do get the second Colossus. That is absolutely huge. There is 1 Roach back here attacking this 1 Colossus. Will the Colossus fall? It looks like they may. 2 Broodlords are coming. The drones bird over there, but no, those broodlords just going to go down, meet their death to the stalkers. There are no roaches to protect those broodlords. That could have been a game-ending mistake. 2 broodlords, never something good to lose. And it looks like, oh my god, DT drop is just going to blink outside of that, but Stephano has more roaches waiting for him. This Colossus is surrounded, does go down. We have 2 Colossus in production, still just quite a few stalkers. And I don't know where he's whooping in all his units. These 2 gateways not in whoop gates. And maybe, there we go, his army is regathering. Neither of these bases did go down. Quite a few drones have fallen. Maybe not. Only 16 worker kills for, oh my god, DT drop. So that burrow saved a lot of lives. And DT drop still trying to take this gold base. We see it being blue for quite a while. There we go. Comes Probot to go morph that in, or whoop it in. Oh my god, DT drop does have the larger army. Only by 3 supplies. Stephano has 19 food left. And oh my god, DT drop only has 4 food. And this Colossus again just going to be harassing this gold base, and that's what I was talking about. This base is so annoying. If those roaches try to go up, if there's any sentries, they cannot engage. And looks like those lings are going to be doing one big run by. Stalkers are morphed in, and they're going to keep on going. Go both to the natural and main. It looks like, or maybe that's the 3rd base and main and natural. They're going to every single base. At the same time, Stephano is going to engage these 2 bases. Will DT drop be able to hold all his bases intact? A lot of probes are going down, but he is not mining off of many mineral patches anymore. This one Nexus does fall. 2 sentries here. They have plenty of energy. They're going to keep force fielding. I don't think Tunneling Claws has been researched still. And no, it hasn't. If he had that, he could come up here and take out this base. And he can research that, so maybe he has a lair. There goes a hive. So he has rebuilt that. And looks like those roaches are going to be attacking this gold base. Stephano, looking like he's just being everywhere at once, is helping him. But this is a huge stalker force. But Stephano has a big army somewhere. 19 roaches, 3 infestors, 5 broodlords. It doesn't sound like that much, but it is at 175. So maybe I'm missing something. That looks like a lot of stalkers. They are underneath of broodlords. And lings are coming in. Those Colossus make quick work of the lings. A lot of lings in production. But again, there's Colossus still sitting. No corruptors to deal with those Colossus. Actually, there are some, but they all do fall. There goes the "You Suck Yo" out. He doesn't care if he's a big fan of Stephano. He's still going to lay down the BM. I wonder who this Protoss is. And if you know, leave a comment. And there we go. Stephano saying something. I'm sure that is polite. I don't know. BN means good. I know that. I don't know how to pronounce this word. Jew? I'm going to guess this means well played. That would be my guess. And that game was ridiculous. I thought Stephano would have had that. But oh my god, DT drop just held on this base. Thanks to that Stephano never getting burrow. I think if he took out this base early on in the game, that would have been a game breaker. This base really kept oh my god DT drop in the game to my knowledge. Oh, good game. Someone in chat is saying, that would make sense. Why did I not piece that together? But good game. And indeed it was. And he is being very played after the, oh my god, out dude. So, well, take care guys, and I'll see you next time.